Looks like it's lap 13.
Welcome back to the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. We apologize for those technical difficulties. We're back here live at Auto Club. This championship race is live and in effect. No caution flags while we were gone, but we are now joined by Wesley Allen. There was almost a caution there off of 2 Wesley as we're down the backstretch.
Championship night for these drivers, for 6 of them. Keep an eye on them trying to battle for the championship, as right now the man that dominated the regular season, Tyler Dittmer, is leading the cavalry down into turn number 4 to the start-finish line. In tow, Hunter Parsons, Brady LaBeouf, all these drivers in the battle for the championship. Lothian in the hunt. He won last week. They're off into turn number 1.
Tyler Dittmer on the high side of the racetrack. Hunter Parsons up there as well. Brady LaBeouf on the low side of the racetrack. The boss man trying to get that championship as him and Hunter Parsons almost make contact as they're both racing for that championship into 3 and 4.
Working the back straightaway, Tyler Dittmer holding on to that top spot there. He climbs the top of the safer barrier. Hunter Parsons, couple of Toyotas right now, 1 and 2, bottom of the apron. Here comes now Brady LaBeouf. He'll power to the inside to make a move on the run for the leaders. Now he'll pull up in front of Lothian as well as Parsons. They'll check up now as they cross through the tribal. Back into turn 1, it's still Dittmer in the point.
4 laps to go in stage number 1. Tyler Dittmer, our regular season champion. He's leading the way. Brady LaBeouf, one of those championship contenders. He's on the low side of the racetrack trying to get a run going here down the backstretch. You see Lance Miller, Nathan Mallard. They're also in that championship hunt as we're down the backstretch into 3 and 4.
Final laps remaining here in stage number 1 here at the ButtKicker 250 Championship night for Season 2 of the Nazareth Sim Racer Hub Truck Series. Working now, the final lap coming to the line. Ironically, actually, the final lap to the stripe. Give it to Tyler Dittmer, stage number 1 winner here in the race. The caution will fly with the top 10. Cross the scoring loop presented by Serve Pro. And that will wrap up, again, the first stage. Give it to Tyler Dittmer with the lead. Right now, Brady LaBeouf battling on the inside. Parsons up on the outside. All of this going on now as they work into turn number 3.
Stage break is going to be on lap 20 as we're into 3 and 4. Hunter Parsons on the tail side of that 34. Here comes Brady LaBeouf on the low side as we're wrapping up stage number 1 here. Wesley, we're about to go 3 wide off of 4.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought I saw something that said lap 17 on that little ticker that Adam put up on the screen. Meanwhile, Brady LaBeouf under attack. He got a punt in the tailgate from the machine of Lothian. Lothian dives back to the bottom. Here comes Dittmer up on the outside. Parsons in the middle. Time running out as they work into 2 to go into 2.
Brady LaBeouf on the lower side of the racetrack. Hunter Parsons in the middle. Tyler Dittmer on the high side. Hunter Parsons, Brady LaBeouf will go door to door there. We're 3 wide down the backstretch. If we could stay with the leaders. There goes Hunter Parsons behind the 34. Brady LaBeouf there as well as we're single file under 3 and 4.
Single file as they dive into the corner. 2 miles here at the Auto Club Speedway under the lights for the championship. Precision banking a must here. Down to the line. 1 to go now officially in stage number 1. Anybody up for grabs at the top 10. It's Dittmer leading the cavalry in his Toyota back to 1.
Stage points are nice, Wesley, but we know what those 6 drivers want here tonight. They want that championship ring on their finger at the end of this race. As Brady LaBeouf is now following Hunter Parsons along in that 15. They're side by side off with 2 drag racing down the backstretch here at the end of stage number 1.
Back straight away into that 3rd turn, up the racetrack, lap traffic, clear it out of the way. Adam Newbert, last year's champion. Here comes Tyler Dittmer, the regular season champ. Brady LaBeouf up on the outside to the line. A bonsai move as they come to the stripe. Give it to Tyler Dittmer at the line. He'll win stage number 1. Brady LaBeouf will go 2nd. Hunter Parsons and everyone else in the top 10. And that will wrap up stage 1 here in the ButtKicker 250. 250 miles, 100 laps around the Auto Club Speedway. And of course, again, William Tiller, what a job for the glass mechanic, number 34. Now from South Carolina, Tyler Dittmer, winner of Stage 1 here at Auto Club Speedway.
Absolutely. Also keeping an eye out on some of those championship drivers of Lance Miller falling there in stage number 1 down to 9th. Justin White on the opposite side of that, up to 8th, up 11 spots. It's the drop of the green flag. Also watching the likes of Jason Morales. He's up to 4th. He's had some really, really great runs here these past couple of weeks, Wesley. It is that championship race here tonight. Anything can happen. I know Lance Miller, Justin White probably feel like underdogs, Wesley, in comparison to those other guys they're racing against. There's a lot more to be had here in these next 80 laps.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this event for sure. As, of course, Tyler Dittmer doing exactly what he needed to do to be up in the front, what we caught so far. I feel he had a caution at the beginning of the race, and William, you caught that before we had some technical issues, and obviously that is not a good night for Joey Doucette. I know you said Joey Doucette got caught up in that accident, but somehow, some way, got to shake it off. He's right now in the top 10, and again, one of those drivers that are trying to race for the championship here tonight for the final event of the year.
Yeah, Joey Doucette, I believe he was a little untouched there in that accident. You're looking at other guys possibly racing it out for that consolation bracket. You also have our last season's champion, Adam Newbert, in that 4 collected in that early wreck. And Wesley, you missed it there. We did a parade lot for the 4, the money man being last season's champion. Of course, it's the season number 2 of the SimRacerHub.com Truck Series. One of these guys will be a brand new champion as they're all down pit road here under the Serve Pro caution.
I mean, everybody is coming down pit road. 4 tires and fuel are given for everyone that's coming into their pit stalls. Blake Lothian, there goes Miller. You see Barnett up high above, now back on the front area. And now you see Tim Hammond, the only driver that does not pit. He'll be the new man leading the race as now everyone storms off pit road. The leader now, again, stage 1, going to, of course, the number 34, Tyler Dittmer. Everyone else now will grab the back of the pack behind the man, Tim Hammond, who did not pit. And, of course, Tim Hammond now will be the man that will lead him to the green flag for the continuation of the ButtKicker 250. It's championship night. And, of course, again, as me and William Tiller reiterated on, the 6 drivers, obviously, Brady LaBeouf, Hunter Parsons, Justin White, Nathan Maurer, Lance Miller, and Joey Doucette. William, bottom line, it's just like for Phoenix this upcoming Sunday for the Cup Series. The highest finishing machine that's in the top 6 of the points will be crowned the champion and the finish of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're looking at that 21 machine of Lance Miller, I talked to him off the racetrack before this race started here tonight. Of course, I contacted the entire Championship 6, and Lance said that the first half of the season was very challenging. A lot of good runs that he wasn't able to convert into good finishes. After the All-Star race, he feels like that really turned around. He was able to get off a lot of consistent results and was just able to get the best result of the truck for each race. He wasn't driving it as much, felt the 10th place truck, 15th place truck there, especially throughout the playoffs. He was that upset victory snuck in. He most considers himself an underdog in tonight's race. 0 wins on the season for this 21 machine of Lance Miller. You think it could play in his hands, though, Wesley, especially with a lot of those other talented drivers being eliminated from the playoffs. He might not need a win to take home the championship, he feels like. So maybe this points race, the 21 machine of Lance Miller said he would be ecstatic with a championship tonight. He feels like this is one of the luckiest races at Talladega last week, so he's playing with house money here tonight. He's going to put it on the boards and sees what is going to happen. That's the 21 machine of Lance Miller, a Championship 6 driver.
And I'll be honest with you, William, literally as the lights are off for the pace truck, we'll get ready to come back for the restart, the Geico restart zone to wrap up a Serve Pro caution here. I'll be honest, you look at a guy like Lance Miller, 3 top 5s, 7 top 10s. But I really look at the All-Star race at the dirt track at Eldor, if you remember that. And that's when everything really started to steamrolling into the positive momentum for the driver of the 21 to put himself consistently in the clun, to be able to run for the championship, climb the points at the end, survive the last 3 rounds to make it into the final 6 tonight, obviously. Green flag goes in the air. That wraps up a Serve Pro caution here at Auto Club. Stage 2 underway. They'll send her off with 75 to go. With, of course, the number 34, Tyler Dittmer, right back up in front as they work the back straightaway.
Tyler Dittmer, a regular season champion here, trying to show why he took home that chip in the regular season. Of course, we all know why he couldn't contain through the playoffs, because this guy serves in the Navy. He serves our country, Wesley. Regular season championships in sim racing mean nothing to this guy. He's just a checkered flag hunting once another one here tonight at Auto Club as he leads his lap across the front stretch.
Back across the front straightaway. Again, Dittmer back off into turn number 1. He is the man leading the way. Jason Morales in the number 5. He's not running for the championship, but he is running for the win. And that number 5 has also been strong in the battle as well. Here they go to the back stretch now, heading to turn number 3. You're on board with the comps number 2. Justin White from Athens, Tennessee. That's another driver that led earlier in the battle for a chance to go to the championship. He's now 3rd in the playoff race, and he's right in the hunt of the leaders as they work to the line.
Yeah, Justin White, one of those guys as well, snuck into the championship 6 with the 21 machine of Lance Miller. In good shape so far here tonight. Wesley finds himself right inside of that top 10. 11 spots is the drop of the green flag as we watch this 3-wide battle of the 21 machine of Lance Miller. He's trying to work himself up the grid as well. He's a little bit further back there in the 16th position, trying to make up some ground here in stage number 2.
Again, Lance Miller right there in that 21 machine. And that driver again, number 5. Biggest climber going into the championship 6. 4 spots. 7 spots, by the way, for Justin White. All this going on from the top of the racetrack to the bottom of the apron. You've got racing going on everywhere. This is on board with Taylor Peacock. All this happening as they work into turn number 1 and 2, approaching lap number 30, and all the while, the man they're running down is still Morales now, tries to battle for the lead. Here comes Tyler Dittmer. Down to the bottom. Jason Morales got around him. Dittmer trying to battle back there side by side, working on 4.
Yeah, the 5 on the high side of the racetrack trying to hold it down. I know Jeremy's watching from afar here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network as they're side by side across that start-finish line. 16 laps to go in stage number 2. Again, they'll battle for the lead into 1. Wesley, what a heavyweight battle between Jason Morales and Tyler Dittmer.
Dittmer on the bottom of the racetrack. Morales on the outside. Here comes Brady LaBeouf working off the corner. He's got now Blake Lothian in tow. Steve Barnett. Joey Doucette now makes a climb out of the top 10. He's in 6th. And that course, that Robin Doucette Memorial Truck, number 16. And he would love to do nothing more than to win this race, to win the championship. Right now, the number 6 seed trying to battle Barnett. They're all single file. Dittmer down battles Morales, and everyone's in the conga line to battle into 1.
Yeah, remember, Jason Morales holds the same position as Joey Doucette did last year. Missed out on this championship race. He was in that Elite 10 finalist last week, Wesley. Now here tonight, battling it out with a guy who won the regular season championship. Also not a championship runner in tonight's race, but here comes the boss man, Brady LaBeouf, trying to go in the middle. These 2 off the corner.
Morales up on the outside. Here comes now Dittmer back on the bottom of the racetrack into the corner. Down into turn number 1. 30 laps on the board, 70 laps remaining for this race and for the season. Morales, Dittmer, LaBeouf, Lothian. Top 5 with Doucette now in that mix as they work storming off of turn number 2.
Coming off of 2, it's still Morales, Dittmer, LaBeouf, Lothian up there. As we watch this beautiful camera here on the first corner of Auto Club, we'll check back in with the race leaders of Jason Morales and Tyler Dittmer. We'll check here as Blake Lothian, though, has moved up to third. Wesley, that 43 truck, he's moving and grooving. We'll check in here as the 34 machine has the nose right up the behind of Jason Morales as we head into one.
Yeah, apologies for that. Had a little TD, working on things again here. Right now, Morella's up the racetrack. It's Dittmer in the middle. Here comes LaBeouf to the bottom. Here comes now the 42. Correction. Yeah, Steve Barnett now to the inside. He's making a move to try to battle into the top 5, looking for the lead. Blake Lothian also in the bottom of the racetrack as Morales drifts up high out of 3.
Oh, as Tyler Dittmer looked to the low side of the racetrack on that 34. He's going to have some friends go with him. There's the boss man of Brady LaBeouf, the 24 machine. We're 3 wide across the front stretch here at Auto Club West Side all day as we're into one.
Well, they stuck it 3 wide very, very fast, and they're not done going 3 wide. 3 wide, precision banking at Auto Club. You can do it. Morella's up on the outside. Here comes Dittmer in the middle. They almost drift up in front of one another. Contact is made. Dittmer gets the clear. LaBeouf back to the bottom. Here comes now Morella's battling back in. Here comes Doucette to the inside in 3.
Here comes Joey Doucette. Joey Doucette in the mix as well. The Joker, the 16, racing for a championship here tonight. Finds himself inside of that top 3. Now door to door with the 34 machine down the front stretch. Brady LaBeouf will take us across that start-finish line. Stage number 2 has absolute fireworks here at Auto Club as we're into one.
Hunter Parsons almost tagged the back of the 2 there of White. They got away from one another. Now they're through 3 wide again. Here comes Brady LaBeouf down to the inside. He leads the cavalry off the corner. Dittmer up on the top shelf. Here comes now also in tow Barnett. Barnett's got company on the bottom. Doucette to the inside by himself by 2 truck lengths, and then Lothian comes after that as they work into 3.
As you see the 24 machine of Brady LaBeouf, he gets loose there as he's being pushed by the 34 of Tyler Dittmer, the 42 of Steve Barnett, and the 16 of Joey Doucette almost collect one another coming off before here as we're down the front stretch. He is clear. Brady LaBeouf is into 1 as we've simmered down here. Wesley, the battle for third continues though with Joey Doucette and Steve Barnett into 1.
A little sizzle before we have the big flame to decide who's going to be the champion of that 3rd stage. But these guys are going at it like it's the last lap. It's Brady LaBeouf in the lead, but there's the battle for 2nd through 5th. It's Dittmer up on the outside. Barnett will follow in tow. So is also Doucette now up on the outside of Barnett. They battle. Here comes White to the outside. They try to go 4 wide off of 4.
They're trying to go 4 wide. They make contact briefly as Steve Barnett and the 16 of Joey Doucette go door to door off of 4. Brady LaBeouf still leads the way down the front stretch into 1. The 34 machine of Tyler Dittmer there as well. Justin White, he's in the mix. Seems like all of our championship drivers have found one another inside of the top 5 as we're off at 2.
Bump drafting tandem in the corner, and somehow in this precision battle they're having one awesome frenzy, if you will, the word that Tyler Voiles just used to describe to stage 2 in the top 5. Brady LaBeouf leads them. Behind them it's still a frenzy off the corner out of 4.
It is an absolute traffic jam. It is a crazy taxi situation down the front stretch. Brady LaBeouf, though, Wesley finds himself in the catbird seat. Nobody around him momentarily as Justin White now will throw his name in the mix. He's up 16 spots since the drop of the green flag inside of that top 3. He's trying to get around the 34 machine of Tyler Dittmer, who's held down that 2nd spot as we're off at 2.
Back off into the corner out of turn number 2. Almost. Meza slams the outside safer barrier. He got loose just a moment ago. Lawson made everybody check up in front of him and behind him. Meanwhile, he keeps it off the wall. Everybody stays in tow, and the leaders work again out of 4.
Still green here on the racetrack. Only caution so far was on that very, very, very first lap of the race as Joey Doucette in that 16. He's comfortable inside of that top 5. He's now behind the 2 machine of Justin White. He has a battle on his hands, though. Hunter Parsons in that 15. He's now to the low side of that 16 into 1. Justin White behind Brady LaBeouf as we have a battle for the lead as the 34 with a big run off of 2.
It's still going to be Brady LaBeouf for that top spot, if you will, down the back straightaway. Inside comes Dittmer. Dittmer to the bottom. White looking on in 3rd. Here comes Doucette to the inside. They're going to go 2 by 2 and Doucette off of 4.
Does Tyler Dittmer have the run off of 4 here on this front stretch? Watch if he can keep it together as he checks up with the 24 machine of Brady LaBeouf as they briefly go door to door down the front stretch. Who will lead off of 1 and 2? We'll wait and see.
Oh, the camera froze up again on us again. There we go again, picking up the action as they work off that corner. Off of turn number 2. It's LaBeouf hugging the outside of the safer barrier. Everyone else now stays nip-tucked now. Watch Dittmer. He'll close in, go from 2x2 to now single file. He bonsais in front of White. White now under attack by Doucette. Doucette's got company. Wingman and Parsons on the bottom and more as they work out of 4.
Yeah, Brady LaBeouf from that 24 machine. He now leads us off of 4. See if the field can keep it together. Just 6 more laps here in this stage. Can we keep it green? Will we see one of those championship contenders be knocked out here at this point in the race as a 16 machine of Joey Doucette looks to the inside of the 15 of Hunter Parsons? Who can get stage points here? Wesley as Rafa 2.
Championship night here in the events that are the ButtKicker 250. All of this going on down the back stretch again. Into the corner, 3 wide. Monkey in the middle is Joey Doucette. He wants to get around the Dittmer's machine up on the outside. Meanwhile, Parsons goes to the clear. They're going to go 4 wide. Nope, they stay 2x2. And now Parsons from the bottom to the top weasels his way in front of the machine of Justin White as they work into 1.
As Drizzy Drake once said, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Hunter Parsons said that. He said, I started from the bottom of this racetrack down to the top side. Now he's back to the low side to throw the block on Joey Doucette here coming off of 2. What a stage we have here, Wesley. We're almost to the halfway mark of the season finale of the SimRacerHub.com Truck Series season number 2. Will crown a champion with less than 59 laps to go.
That's exactly right now. Brady LaBeouf so far holding on to the lead. The man in the mission for a championship. Brady LaBeouf climbed and got the number 1 spot at the end of the race at Talladega last Monday night. The man with 1 win on the year, 4 top 5s, 10 top 10s. William Tiller has put himself in the catbird seat to be a champion. By the way, last time he won was in July at Homestead. Track's very similar to this with precision banking as Tyler Dittmer gets a little loosey-goosey off the 2 corner as they head to 3.
We'll let the folks at home know 4 out of the top 5 drivers in this race currently are championship drivers. Wesley, we have Nathan Maurer down there in that 10th spot. I believe he's our lowest registered championship driver in this race. That means our entire championship 6. We see Lance Miller down there in that 17th spot, so not far off. We have 4 out of the 6 of those championship guys inside of the top 10 here in stage number 2.
Watching all this happen again as they work their way back into the corner. This will be lap number 43 of 100 as the cavalry works the back straightaway. Look at this gaggle of trucks going at it now. Into the corner, up the banking into turn number 3. It's going to be now Doucette trying to be the man in the middle. He's in the top 5. White, Harry Tribune now. The 7 machine starts to peek into this battle as they work off turn number 4.
We'll watch it here as we come down the front stretch here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. We had an incredible fundraising event last night for the Joker of Joey Doucette in that 16 here tonight. Racing inspired Wesley. We'll have to see if the Joker can rule Gotham here at Auto Club. But here comes Barnett in that 42 to the inside of the 43 of Blake Lothian here down the backstretch. Steve Barnett, he's in contention for that consolation 21st place prize.
All this happening now as they work their way down into the corner. It's Brady LaBeouf in the top spot. There you see now a battle outside the top 5. Justin White, Steve Barnett, Blake Lothian, all in this machine, the 71. Zach Hartwick also in that 5-truck battle in the top 10 as they work back in the turn number 1.
It's getting dicey, though, here with 2 laps to go in stage number 2. You can tell these trucks are starting to get away from these drivers, starting to slide off the racetrack just a little bit here as we're down the backstretch. Steve Barnett gets loose in between the 2 machine of Justin White and the 43 of Blake Lothian, the 42, trying to make a run into 3 and 4 as we're side by side for position around 3 and 4.
Working back around turn number 4, here they come. down to the line. It's going to be Hartwick now with a 71 to the inside. He'll make a move on Barnett. Barnett throws the block on the 71. 71 drives for the middle lane. Thought about going to the top. Caution is out. Yellow flag will fly. And we got a caution out of the Speedway. I'm not sure if we have a caution or if that is actually the end, William, of stage number 2 here in the ButtKicker 250.
I believe that the stage is going to be on lap 45, but either way, Wesley, if that was an on-track caution, we'll go ahead and get that replay queued up for you. If not, that was the end of stage
That's the end of it, yep.
Here in the ButtKicker 250, and that's Brady LaBeouf as the Stage 2 champion, one of those championship drivers. You know, stage points here, Wesley, speaking off air, stage victories are really nice. We like that during the season. Here tonight, Wesley, I think the only lap that matters is that last lap. Can Brady lead that last lap? I think he'd probably tell you the same thing.
Well, before we grab the stage number 1 winner, let's grab the stage 2 winner. Let's grab the stage 1 winner, Tyler Dittmer for Highline Racing. We had a little technical difficulties right there when we came on the air, but man, what a strong run for you. Get stage number 1. You're taking this race, and the word was a frenzy in stage number 2. It's going to be a barn burner for stage 3 to close the year.
Yeah, it will be. The great place about this track is you have enough space to run different lanes because you can't follow. I know we talk about in the real world, you know, the next gen car, you can't follow people. This is way worse than that. Like, you get behind someone, it shoves so bad in the corners, Wesley. It's really hard to handle, but the racing's been great up front. Brady, Hunter, Joey, myself, Justin getting up here in the mix. We're all super fast trucks, super competitive. It'll be interesting. You got 4 title guys, and then you got me just sitting here in the middle of it all. So,
well, regular season champion, what would it mean to you to at least end the year with a big win?
That'd be great, you know, get 3 wins on the season would be awesome. I mean, I had my first pole here tonight, so that was pretty cool of the season. Just shows that we haven't qualified as well as we should have maybe, but yeah, we're excited. Run up here. Goal, though, is to get Hunter the championship. If I can just run well, I'll be happy with that, come home with a nice position, but it would be freaking awesome to get a win, Wesley.
William Tiller.
Yeah, Tyler, I just got to second what Wesley's been asking you here. You know, you're the regular season champ. Of course, your service to our country got in the way of winning the overall championship. So I'll ask you here, since you're out of it, who is your pick to win that championship?
Well, I really want my teammate Hunter to win it if someone's going to win it, but I don't know. He's got tough competition. I think the 2 trucks you see in front of me right now, Hunter and Brady, are the trucks to beat tonight. I don't think Justin or Joey has enough for them. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it kind of plays out. I picked Hunter Parsons on the show on Thursday night. I'm going to stick with that pick because he's my teammate, but Brady by far has impressed me tonight, and I think he's probably got a good chance at it, gentlemen. But I want to give a shout out though to the battle for the 21st position. Hopefully y'all have been able to watch a little bit of that. Steve Barnett and Zach Hartwick. I mean, they're right there. That's a tight battle. I don't know. I love this track, but I hate it.
Yeah, battle for a championship within the championship, not only for the final 6, but also for that 21st spot for its a little bragging rights as well. Highline Racing, Tyler Dittmer, stage 3, going to be fun. Go get them.
Thank you, buddy.
That's Highline Racing's Tyler Dittmer. Now let's grab the stage 2 winner, presented by the Glass Mechanic as well here for the final time for the NASCAR Sim Racer Hub Truck Series from Louisiana, Brady LaBeouf. Brady doing everything you need to do to put yourself in the catbird seat, stage 2 winner. But man, that was a wild stage number 2 for about 30 laps, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. Everybody definitely showing up and showing out tonight, man. It's just, you need teammates, man. The drafting plays a big role in all this, as you can see Hunter and Tyler working together and all the really highline racing guys, and that's pretty much the only way they was catching me towards the end of that run, is just working together and drafting. So we'll have to see, man. But this is the final stage. The money stops coming up whenever we well, hopefully we do green flag pit stops. But yeah, that's going to be the tell right here, is who can get on and off pit road the fastest, Wesley.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting, I believe, for sure. But what's it going to take to race differently here? Obviously, strategy's got to be different, especially if you're one of those championship 6, besides somebody that's just looking to try to win a race, for sure.
Oh, well, you see Justin up here, Miller's somewhere right there, Nate. I mean, Hunter's right here, Joey. I mean, you guys got to beat the best. To be the best, you got to beat the best, and you're going to have to beat them tonight for sure.
William Tiller.
Brady, I talked about here on this broadcast, you were in that championship hunt last year. You're back in it this year. We'll let you go green flag racing here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys.
Mission 1 Esports driver Brady LaBeouf from I hope I'm saying it right. Yuma, Louisiana. From Yuma, Louisiana, bringing another green flag here, and we are underway now in stage number 3. That wraps up the Glass Mechanic Stage 2 interview and the Serve Pro caution flag. And we are underway now, William Tiller, the final 50 laps. When they come to the line, we're cross flags and the 50 laps of the season to determine the champion on Auto Club in the turn number 3.
Absolutely, as that 24 machine takes us into 3 and 4. The 34 follows them along off of 4 here, Wesley. And just to continue what Brady LaBeouf, the boss man, was talking about as he crosses that start-finish line. He says there was plenty of ups and downs this season. Feels like he's underachieved in the regular season, especially gathering wins and stage wins for playoff points. Puts him in an uphill climb to advance round to round. He has been really pleased the way he's been running these past 5 weeks, and he feels really comfortable in tonight's race. You saw it there in stage number 2.
Back straight away, Brady LaBeouf in the lead. Tyler Dittmer right there in the number 2 spot. Then you've got Hunter Parsons in 3rd. It's Barnett. It's Lothian. Top 5. Lothian on the top of the racetrack. Doucette hugging the inside. There's your top 6 as they work off 4. Whoa.
Ooh, as Steve Barnett not liking the looks of things there, pulling out a line down that front stretch as we're into 1 and 2 once again. Wesley, as we almost have a pile up there. Things getting a little testy there on the front stretch.
Good save there by Barnett and everyone else that was under attack as they worked their way down into the corner to the back straightaway. I've got trouble. Hartwick's in the wall. Hartwick just turned Adam Newton, and they are wrecking on the back straightaway. Couple of more trucks scampering into the bottom. It was Adam Hartwick into Adam Newton. There was another truck that got caught up in it as well. Want to say maybe it might have been Raw Meza, maybe not. Green Machine was caught up, but the caution will come out here now for the, if you will, 3rd time. 2 for in the stages. Caution coming, no correction, the 4th time, if you will. Caution out for the 4th time of the race here. And again, William Tiller, tough break for Zach Hartwick getting into Adam Newton. That was a driver that was highly disappointed, obviously, that he couldn't go to the next round of the championship 6, but trying to do what he could to win the race, and obviously you see what happened to him.
We'll have to take another look at that. Looks like it
is that Meza, the green truck? Joey Stiers. That's Joey Stiers in the green and black 23 right there.
This looks like it's going to be between the 42 of Barnett and Hartwick there down that backstretch. Looks like they're just going to collect each other coming off of 2. Looks like Hartwick wasn't comfortable coming off of 2 and just went up the racetrack and just simply made contact there with the 42. Man. You see it right here, Wesley. Hartwick's not comfortable on that exit, and he's just going to come up not knowing the 42 is there, and they're just going to make contact with one another, and you see it right here, and it's just game over at that point.
So the yellow flag out. Man, oh man. Well, we'll have to reset them and do it again here. What do you think?
Absolutely. And that Serve Pro caution flag, the fire, water, cleanup, restoration has been with us all season long, Wesley. And I just want to take this time here during this caution flag to thank them for being our caution flag sponsor all season. It's been 23 to 25 weeks of them being on board, restoring homes affected by fire, water, mold, or hurricanes like it never even happened. Don't stress about the mess. Contact Serve Pro today at servepro.com. We're so excited to have them on board and just so thankful, Wesley, they've been with us all season long. And check out that 37 machine of Raul Meza. He's got that Serve Pro all over that truck. Once again, Serve Pro being an awesome caution flag sponsor.
Another yellow flag again coming out for this accident. And hey, by the way, speaking of Serve Pro, they were actually at the local McDonald's just down the road from me and from our where we live at. The McDonald's had a fire, I think it was about a month ago. I think it was in less than 3 weeks. They completely rebuilt the McDonald's. So yeah, they not only take care of homes and obviously businesses too. So good work there by Serve Pro for sure. Shameless plug for them. Hey, yesterday was a very special event. Obviously, the Robin Doucette Memorial won by Ed Osborne, and that was a special moment for everybody to witness last night. The archives are available. And if you still would love to make donations to help out with the Robin Doucette Memorial for funerals, costs, and more, go and click on the QR code that's on the bottom right of the monitor. Click on the QR code. It will send you to a link. And, of course, whatever you can do to give generously would be so greatly appreciated. We're going to keep it up for the remainder of the month until Friday, I believe is what we were told. And then, of course, keep the Doucette family in your thoughts and prayers. And Joey Doucette, number 6 in the playoffs, number 6 on the track. And you see a lot of people adorning purple hearts and the Joey Doucette, his mother Robin's name on the trucks. And, of course, William, we volunteered or not volunteered. We basically said, hey, instead of paying us for working the broadcast last night, give it to the families, put it in with everybody else. And I'm not even sure how much money in total was put up last night after the race when we got off the air. Wow, $2,160 is what has already been sent to the family. So that's amazing. And I'm sure, William, Joey's not with us right now as far as in the booth, but, definitely, I'm sure he definitely says thank you so much to everybody. He's very touched.
Yeah, absolutely. And you heard the emotion if folks stuck around there for that post-race interview last night. When we told him about the numbers that were raised at that point in time, he was taken by that emotion. And, of course, when he hears that number again here tonight, and, Wesley, sim racing, everything is an escape for a lot of these guys. And for Joey, this is definitely an escape and a hard time. And not only is it an escape, Wesley, but he's racing for a championship. So there's a lot at stake here as the green flag is in the air. Let's see if he can get it done for Robin.
Back underway now as this time by. It'll be 45 laps to go here in the ButtKicker 250. Back through the gearboxes fast. Not like Talladega where it took a lap up to come to full song. They're already back at this full speed. Brady LaBeouf brings his Chevrolet to the back straightaway. He's got about 2 truck links back on Dittmer. Lothian on the outside. Here comes Parsons. Doucette to follow with Morella's in the 3.
Yeah, Brady LaBeouf clear on that lead. The 34 machine still trying to follow there. Blake Lothian, Hunter Parsons, Jason Morales, Joey Doucette, Kerry Chabu, Brian Chu, Nathan Maurer, Dan Hagan are top 10 as Brady LaBeouf takes us into 1.
LaBeouf, the man that's in the top spot. There you see the 43, Blake Lothian, right behind the 34, Tyler Dittmer. Dittmer up on the outside. Lothian on the bottom. Remember, the Lothian picked up his 4th win of the season this year, William Tiller, at Talladega. He is looking to just try to spoil the party. That's what he said he wanted to do last week. He wants to do it again tonight. He's in that battle for the lead as there are 3 trucks fighting for it out of 4.
Yeah, Dittmer trying to go on the high side of the racetrack. Great block out of the boss man of Brady LaBeouf. There goes the 43 of Blake Lothian. He's there. He'll follow the 34 along on the low side of the racetrack. We'll see who's going to win this battle into 1. The 43 truck still on that fender, Wesley, as we have quite the battle for the lead into 1 and 2.
Back to the corner into turn number 2. Now they work their way to the back straightaway here at the Auto Club Speedway. And time running out now with 40 laps to go for the race, for the season. A quick 2 weeks off. They'll reset. Then it's on to the dash at Daytona. Then it's the Clash and more. Dittmer, LaBeouf, Lothian, Parsons, all going at it as well with Morales in the top 5. He's on the outside in the corner. Parsons throws the block on him. Doucette to the bottom and clean air into 1.
Like Lothian there right on that tail of Brady LaBeouf trying to find a window of opportunity. Been very dominant this year. Just a part-time driver. A lot of wins with a 43 truck trying to put another one in that stat column. How's the boss man himself, though, trying to use that Bayou energy as he takes the lead off of 2. There goes the 34, though. Wesley, he's not giving up in the fight like Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. We have a heavyweight battle into 3.
Making that move again into the corner, down into the inside. Here comes now Dittmer back to the bottom. Strong truck. You heard Brady LaBeouf talk about how strong Tyler Dittmer's truck is. You heard about Tyler Dittmer, the stage 1 winner, saying, man, I just want to get a big win to end the season. And listen, if he wasn't fighting and serving for our country, he could have been one of the guys battling for the championship. Drivers in yellow on the scoring ticker in pink as we wrap up October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Those are your 6 for the championship. They're on the back straightaway down into 3.
Absolutely down that back stretch as we ride on board with Hunter Parsons. You see that 16 strong QR code. Go ahead and scan that with your phone. Check that out when we get a break in the action or after this race. Find out how you can help Joey Doucette's family in this hard time. We're riding on board one of those championship contenders here down this front stretch. Hunter Parsons finds himself in a great position across the start-finish line. Into 1. He's going to run, Wesley. Can he make the most of it?
He's right in the middle. Parsons on the inside now with LaBeouf. Correction, he's in the middle of the lane. Here comes Lothian. Lothian's going to throw the block on him. Doucette to the inside. Here comes the 16 with a heavy heart, with emotions, filled with joy and hurt for the last couple of weeks. Now trying to win the championship, winning the race on a higher cause. Working off turn 4. Doucette to 3rd as they come to the line.
Yeah, the 16 finds himself in a battle for that 3rd spot. He'll go to the low side of the racetrack with the 34 of Tyler Dittmer. And then talking with that 16 machine of Joey Doucette, the Joker, he said the season wasn't the greatest. Didn't get any wins. He finished good. The playoffs started. He was just racing with so many emotions, Wesley, as you just alluded to. Missing the playoffs by 1 point last year was a disappointment, and it drove him to do better in this series. And the guys fighting for a championship, you know, it just drove him to, motivated him to race like those guys and the talent in this league year after year. And, you know, he said his mom would always ask him after these races, did you have fun? And he would say whether or not he won or he got wrecked, it was always fun. So here tonight, we know the 16 machine's going to have some fun, as Robin Doucette would want him to. And I know, Wesley, Robin is definitely cheering him on for that championship.
All this going on again as they come to the line and they work their way back off into the corner again. Tyler Dittmer up on the top shelf. He's got Lothian in tow. Parsons will follow up to the top of the safer barrier. Meanwhile, Precision Banking at Auto Club. They try to stick it 2 and 3 wide. They'll stay 2 wide with Doucette to the bottom. He just can't pull the trigger and get up there. Now he'll clear by Lothian. He'll clear by Parsons. Tribune also in the top 5 and Doucette up to 3rd. He's looking at Dittmer for 2nd as they work at the line.
Can the Joker rule Gotham here tonight as he almost makes contact with the 15 machine of Hunter Parsons? We'll see if he can keep it together on the low side of the racetrack as they're 3 wide. Blake Lothian in that 43 truck. He's on the high side of the racetrack. He's going to be stuck up there. Wesley can the 16 stay low as we come off of 3 wide for 2nd down the backstretch.
3 wide again to the back straightaway. Look at this now. LaBeouf powering back a lead by a truck length. Dittmer in tow. Now Doucette falling back behind into the clutches of the top 5. Now he'll power back off into the corner to the inside on Lothian. He's after Parsons. They're all single file as they work off 4.
We have some big movers in this race. The 51 machine of Brian Chu. He's up 17 spots since the drop of the green flag. Currently up to 7th. As we watch this battle for the lead, though, Brady LaBeouf has to hold on as Tyler Dittmer once again was knocking on that door. Here comes Hunter Parsons on the backside of the 34 machine. There goes the 43 of Blake Lothian as well. Wesley, this is top 5 constantly throwing elbows with one another as we're down the backstretch.
All this happening now as they work the back straightaway. Brady LaBeouf now continuing to hold to the top spot. It's Dittmer down to the inside. Here comes now Hunter Parsons. Parsons now single file. Nobody breaks out of line just yet, at least on the podium. Behind them in 4th and 5th, Lothian has got company. Doucette back to the bottom. Brian Chu now another truck into the fight in the 51 that we haven't mentioned as they go back into turn number 1.
Brady LaBeouf into the corner. Knows how important this championship night is. He was involved last season when there was only 4 drivers as Joey Doucette comes off a 2, throws a Joker-esque block on the 5 machine of Jason Morales. They'll go side by side in a 3.
Down into the third turn. Here they come, working off of turn number 3 and working in the exit of 4. Brady LaBeouf now continuing to hold on to the lead. There's Lothian. Blake Lothian in 4th. He's leading that second tandem of trucks. Meanwhile, the top 3 pulling away. LaBeouf, Dittmer, Parsons. Sounds like a law firm. That's the way it is at Auto Club with about less than 30 to go.
And if we could, we'll watch this battle between Parsons and Dittmer, as it looks like the 34 machine will win that battle. If we could jump back there to the 5 machine of Jason Morales, also racing inspired here tonight. You'll see that remembrance to Robin Doucette on that truck, that Purple Heart. He also wants us to mention that his mother-in-law, unfortunately, is in the hospital and she is not doing well. So honoring both Robin and his mother-in-law on that truck here tonight.
Yeah, he's in our prayers as well, for sure, for that family, as all this going on now again as we're approaching 30 laps to go in the race, in the season. Keep an eye on the Championship 6. LaBeouf is one of those drivers. He is leading the way. He is trying to lock up the title. Dittmer, the regular season champion, trying to be the monkey in the middle spoiler in second. Hunter Parsons, one of the playoff drivers for Highline Racing in third. Lothian, another one of those guys that's won many times this year. However, the Wellesley Mass driver not in the Championship 6. Then it's Parsons, followed by Lothian. Doucette right there into the battle to the top 5. 3 trucks in the top 5, in the top 6 of the championship, working back into 1.
31 laps to go. 31 laps to decide a Season 2 champion in the SimRacerHub.com Truck Series. We've been here for 25 weeks. Wesley, as we're down the backstretch, who can get it done as Nathan Maurer makes contact with the topside wall. He comes banging off to the low side.
There certainly is a lot of give and take, mind you. A lot of respect being given, a lot of respect being earned in this race for sure. Watching everybody mind their P's and Q's. There's not any aggressive driving like we've seen in weeks past, months past, races past. Hunter Parsons now looking inside, looking outside, back to the top. He makes a run on LaBeouf as they work their way back into the corner, and Dittmer will follow for Highline Racing into 1 as well.
Yeah, Dittmer trying to make a run on the high side of the racetrack. That 34 Wesley is just constantly been inside the top 3 as we have some scattering going on the backside of the racetrack there. As Joey Doucette, we see him in that 16. The 34 machine, though, will push the 15 into 3 and 4. There's an absolute hornet's nest of drivers back here, Wesley, as we're 3 wide around 3-4.
3 wide. Oh, my. Lothian in the middle. Let's go ahead and make it a double. It's going to be Nate Maurer, the monkey, in the middle as well. And they all scamper away from one another, 2 and 3 wide. It could have been crazy. They saved their trucks. Now they separate, but for how long? Here we go. Social distancing out the window. They're going to try to go 4 wide again as they work off of 2.
Oh, look at this battle here. Joey Stires, one of those rookies that has absolutely hit the ground running this year. Can't wait to see what he has in store next year. As Nathan Maurer, one of those championship guys, trying to make a late run in this race. We'll jump back up here to the leader, though. Brady LaBeouf, the boss man, trying to take home the championship in his own league, Wesley. As we're down the front stretch, the laps are ticking down here at the Auto Club.
A boss of Nazareth now, along with everyone else, trying to go at it for the championship. He has fought and clawed, by the way, Brady LaBeouf, to make it to this spot. Here he goes with 1 win on the year, working into the lead, under 30 laps to go. Newton starts to make a climb back up to the field. Here comes Dittmer with Parsons, and they can't get after the machine of LaBeouf, leading them into turn 3.
Nathan Maurer, though, looks to the inside of Robbie Rich, is that 48. Nathan Maurer trying to make a late push in this race. Kerry Tribute just above him. Joey Doucette in that 5th spot. You see everybody in this hornet's nest. We'll see when those green flag pit stops will occur, as we will have that Yahtzee reshuffle of the field. Who will cash in on those money spots as Brandon Bullock is down pit road?
Green flag pit stops. Looks like that might possibly be a factor of this race as well. This might change everything if we don't get a caution flag to bring everybody onto pit road. Green flag pit stops probably in less than 10 laps. That will be a deciding factor of the race. Brady LaBeouf obviously will be the first man, if he can, to peel on to cycle back around as the leader. He does not come to the pits yet. Top 4 single file. A storm brewing behind them, led by Joey Doucette off 4.
As Doucette went to the high side of the racetrack, Kerry Tribune was waiting there. Kerry Tribune is not wanting to wait for long as he moves to the inside of the 16 into the corner. Here comes the 48 of Robbie Richards. Nathan Maurer right there as well. Brady LaBeouf, though, Wesley, he's leading all by himself off the corner.
Back straightaway, look at now Newton and now Kerry Tribune, Nate Maurer, all going after it with Richards. All this in the top 10. Action everywhere. This was why Auto Club Speedway was going to be the perfect place for the championship, William Tiller. This place is just fast. It is fun. You can see 2, 3, 4, 5 wide if they're lucky enough and brave enough racing here. And what a show they're putting on as we're 3/4 of the way through, 25 to go for the race, for the season. Auto Club out of turn number 4.
Yeah, let's talk about that 971 machine of Nathan Maurer, a returning finalist with the 24 machine of Brady LaBeouf to this championship round. Remember, last year was only 4 drivers. He was one of them, that 971. Of course, Wesley, I asked him all those deep questions. What does this mean to you? What would a championship victory mean? What's the season been like? His response to me, Wesley, he's just got to win enough money to take his girlfriend to a Cody Johnson concert. End of story. That was it, the 971 in this championship race.
25 laps to go. It's Newton up the hill. Here comes now Nate Maurer on the bottom of the racetrack. This is going on in the battle of the top 10. 7th and 8th going at it. Now Stiers back into the fight as well. This all goes on in front of Doucette. Newton watching on as they work to 3. It's still LaBeouf the leader.
25 laps to go here in the SimRacerHub.com Truck Series. 25 laps to decide a champion. Will it be Brady LaBeouf, who now holds the 2nd position as Brian Chu leads this race? The 51 machine, now the race leader in this championship event.
Brady LaBeouf is on pit road. Brady LaBeouf, I told you in less than 10 laps we'd start seeing green flag pit stops. He had to come to the pits, and Brady LaBeouf is doing it. He's the only man that did it. He's the lone wolf. But I promise you, within the next lap or 2, Jason, we're going to see everyone else, William Tiller, coming down to pit road. Brian, Robert, Joey, all of them are going to have to pit. They better do it in unison or they're all going to be falling behind the wayside here.
Yeah, what a big gamble there out of the 24 machine of Brady LaBeouf. He heads down pit road absolutely by himself, Wesley. He doesn't look like
Jason Morales is in. Harry Review is in.
Right.
They're coming in. But other than that, Brady LaBeouf back out. Chris Kynes on pit road. Adam Newbert on pit road. Zach Hartwick on pit road in the back. But all the while, Brian Chu in the lead. Here comes now Kerry Tribune. More pit stops happening now. Brady LaBeouf, William Tiller, is going to come back onto the racetrack at the bottom of the scoring pylon midway. He is 17th.
Brian Chu still out on the racetrack. Him and Robbie Richards lead the way. We'll wait and see what lap they elect to head down. Not only do we have a championship 6 to watch out for, we're also watching for that 21st position. The battles between Chris Kynes, Jeff Johnson Jr., Steve Barnett, Taylor Peacock, Ed Osborne. We just saw Ed Osborne out on the racetrack. Taylor Peacock out as well. See who can claim that 21st position, which will also get a nice payday, Wesley, as we wait for some of these leaders to head down.
All of this happening with Robert Richards now from Gaffney, South Carolina, the new leader. He just got around Brian Chu. You just saw a glimpse of Brady LaBeouf as well. He has just got cleared around those trucks to go back on the tail end of the lead lap. As all this will happen with everyone having to pit here. 21 laps to go. Brian Chu, William, if he wins this race, this would probably be the biggest win of his career as well. For a man that has had no wins this year and only a couple of top 5s and top 10s. That's it for the man that was 16th in the points. Brian Chu trying to make a statement to end season 2 of the NASRA Sim Racer Hub Truck Series in the lead. But we watch Doucette and Stiers battle in 3.
Yeah, we'll see how long he can keep this run going. No slouch, the 51 machine top 20 driver this season. Unfortunately, got eliminated in that first round of playoffs. Didn't qualify for the Fast 14. Doesn't take away from a great run, but he is down pit road. Taylor Peacock down. Blake Lothian down. It looks like the dominoes are starting to fall as Joey Steyer is also down at 23.
All this going in again, down into the turn, and here comes Brian Chu. Joey Steyers, here they come. They're making pit stops. Joey Doucette now the new leader. Can Joey Doucette hold on and try to win this race for his mother, for Robin, for the championship? Hashtag 16 strong. You see the QR code on the bottom if you want to make it a donation. Their goal was close to $4,000. They're at $2,200, almost $2,160 to be exact. If you want to make a donation, please give whatever you can. Hit on that QR code on the broadcast screen, bottom right, and you can do just that. And for right now, Jeffrey Johnson back on pit road. William Tiller, Joey Doucette in the lead with now under 20 to go here at Auto Club.
Yeah, only a few trucks remain on the racetrack. Tim Hammond, Lance Miller, Adam Newton, Joey Doucette, all still out on the racetrack. The rest of the field have put some fresh Goodyear Eagles here with 19 laps to go. We'll see how long these leaders can stay out on the racetrack. 69 machine of Tim Hammond also in contention for that 21st position. As we see now, Brady LaBeouf starting to chase down these guys here at the top.
All this going on again as they work their way back into the corner. All the while, it is still Adam Newton. Adam Newton now, the man up in the top spot in the number 82. There you see him. More machines in front of him. Lap down or more. Lance Miller is in second of the 21 machine. Tim Hammond is third. Oh, and by the way, William Tiller. How about it for a driver like Lance Miller or Joey Doucette? Joey Doucette, obviously, pulling on the pit road. Lance Miller is now the number one points man in the battle of the championship 6. If Lance Miller, number 5 seed, can roll the dice, hold on, champion over everyone else.
Absolutely. It looks as though Joey Doucette has parked that truck. Joey Doucette, breaking news here on this broadcast. Joey Doucette has parked the truck on pit road, the 16 machine out of this race here tonight.
Oh, man. Connection issues, I'm understanding, on Joey Doucette, and that's why he's out of it. What heartbreak for the man in the number 16, and what might have been. He rallied and fought all he could to get to the end. Just come up short. 15 laps to go when they come to the line. Next time by, here comes now Lance Miller on to pit road. So here you go. You've got now Adam Newton, the leader. Tim Hammond was in second. He's going to peel onto pit road. Brady LaBeouf, William Tiller, has now moved back to the number 2 spot. Adam Newton, we're understanding, cannot go the distance either. He will probably peel onto pit road in a few more laps. And it looks like Brady LaBeouf will be back in the lead when it cycles back here with under 15 to go at Auto Club.
16 laps to go. Brady LaBeouf leading the way. Tyler Dittmer will be right there. Kerry Tribune, Hunter Parsons as well. We're just awaiting Adam Newton to head down pit road. And I got to say, Wesley, as he's leading the way, it has been a great season for the 82 machine, the DSR Electric of Adam Newton. Just not a championship driver here tonight. Can't wait to see what he has in store for Season 3.
All this happening now for the end of the race. The ButtKicker 250. I'm Wesley Outland, William Tiller alongside Adam Flieger, working on the production behind the scenes, TJ Moore, NASRA race director. And right now, the boss of NASRA. All right in the lead, in the top spot whenever Newton pits. He's not pitted yet. We don't think Adam Newton can go the distance. And honestly, William Tiller, if Adam Newton can go the distance, he'll win the battle. Brady LaBeouf will win the war.
Yeah, absolutely. He has about a second lead on the 34 machine of Tyler Dittmer as the laps are starting to tick down here in this season. The SimRacerHub.com Truck Series. And Wesley, also breaking news here as we're wrapping up this race. This will be we'll be moving on from the SimRacerHub.com as our title sponsor here on these Monday nights. We want to thank them for everything that they do. Of course, we'll still use the service. They do wonderful things over there. We'll be moving on to a new chapter here on Monday nights.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't get the memo on that, but thanks to Sim Racer Hub for all that they've done in the years past to being the title sponsor, and we wait to see who the new title sponsor will be. Maybe Brady LaBeouf can unveil some of that to us while we go into post. Meanwhile, they come to the line. Time is running out. Adam Newton still in the lead. He's in the lead. Brady LaBeouf right there in second. Tyler Dittmer third, and it is now 13 to go here at Auto Club.
Well, Wesley, as we were checking out that 82 machine of Adam Newton leading in this race, I want to announce that DSR Electric will be the title sponsor for Season 3 here on Monday nights.
Again, I was never given that information, so congratulations to, again, DSR Electric for now being the title sponsor for this series. As they work their way down in the corner, 12 laps to go. Adam Newton is the man in the top spot, ironically in the DSR Electric number 82. Adam Newton, Brady LaBeouf, there will be coming to the line. It will be 11 laps to go for Adam Newton. He is the man that has a 25-second lead over the rest of the pack. They're at 12 to go. Adam Newton is now on pit road. He can't go the distance. Adam Newton on pit road. The 82 is in. We're going to watch and see Brady LaBeouf get the pass. This is for not only the climax of the race, William Tiller, for the pass for the lead and the win if he can hold on. Newton hits his pit stall on pit road. Brady LaBeouf storms off turn number 4. Give him the lead, possibly the title with 10 to go here at Auto Club.
10 laps remain here tonight. This is the championship event. Brady LaBeouf in the 24 machine, the boss man, trying to get another win here tonight. Tyler Dittmer, our regular season champion, trying to get a checker flag as well, as we almost wrecked into one. Wesley, the 971, the 15 almost collected each other. As we're down the backstretch here, Brian Chu in that 51, currently in that 4th position inside of that top 5. Nathan Maurer behind him. Robbie Richards, Kerry Tribute, Tyler Dittmer, Brady LaBeouf make up that top 5 as we're down the front stretch. Make it 10 laps into one.
Oh, man, here we go to the end of this one. Oh, at the line. Brady LaBeouf. Can he do it? Tyler Dittmer in that 2nd spot. Kerry Tribute 3rd. Brian Chu at one time in the race also. There you see him in 4th. Nate Maurer top 5. It is Brady LaBeouf. Nobody else until you get to 7th with Justin White are playoff contenders. It is, well, Maurer actually, he's in 5th. Then you got White, then you got Parsons. Anyhow, couple of easy spots for the driver. And Joey Doucette, I believe William Tiller, back on track again. The many laps down, he still wants to finish the race.
Absolutely. We want to finish this race on the track. All the work, everything you've put forth. I talked about the emotion the 16 has gone through this season. No better way to cap it off to make sure you're going across that start finish on the drop of the checkered flag. But right now, this is exactly what the 24 machine of Brady LaBeouf wants to see in his rear view. A battle for a second happening with 9 laps to go.
All this happening to the finish of this race. Can Joey Doucette do it? Obviously, there's a lot of things that have been going on emotional-wise that we've been filling in on the last weeks with Joey Doucette. But now, Brady LaBeouf is what I meant to say. Brady LaBeouf wants to win this one. Adam Newbert had a dominating season in Season 1, William Tiller. He stepped away about third way in the race because of other things. And now this opens the door for Brady LaBeouf. In single digits, hitting his marks now. Brian Chu trying to be within the shooting distance of trying to upset him, and everyone else now trying to make their run after him. There you see the cavalry storming him down, but leader LaBeouf got some clean air in front of him, behind him by about half a second or so as they come to the line and 7 to go.
Yeah, I'm watching the run of the 971, and Nathan Maurer can build up here with 7 laps to go. Can he find some sort of draft to work with? Can he latch on the back end of this 34 machine? He's got enough laps here, Wesley, to make a run, even go to the low side with the 16 there. Joey Doucette, try to find something here. Cash in your chips as we're down the backstretch.
All this going on to the back straightaway. It'll be 6 laps to go now. Brady LaBeouf looking to get the win. Can he do it? He wanted a racetrack similar to it this year for his one and only win of the year. Brady LaBeouf, again, winner back in July in the summer at Homestead Miami Speedway. That track's 1.5 miles. This track is 2 miles. The thing in comparison, precision banking. And right now, Brady LaBeouf still in the top spot. And what do you know? Joey Doucette, a lap down, many laps down in the hunt there, getting right behind the LaBeouf truck as they work off 2.
Yeah, it's good to see the 16 up here back with the leader where he was supposed to be. Before that unfortunate connection issue knocked him out of this race. He finds himself, though, on the tail of the 24 into 1 and 2. It looks as though Nathan Maurer has lost that run. The 34 machine of Tyler Dittmer there in that 4th spot could play blocker here for the 24. Make it 5 laps to go in the ButtKicker 250.
Joey Doucette, many laps down. Gonna try to at least try to stay under the back end of the tailgate of the 24, Brady LaBeouf. He right now works off turn number 2. Top 5 on the racetrack is still LaBeouf, Chew, Richards, Dittmer, Maurer. Top 5, they're on the back straightaway, and they're all starting to reel in the leaders into 3.
5 laps to go into 3 and 4. Brady LaBeouf looks as though the championship could be his. Wesley, just 4 more laps here at the Auto Club. Nearest competitor would be Nathan Maurer in that 5th spot. 4 laps to go here tonight.
Gotta remember, Mission 1 Esports, Joey Doucette, a teammate with Brady LaBeouf. They are teammates right now, though Joey Doucette multiple laps down. He is trying to play blocker for Brady LaBeouf, at least all he can do until now. 4, make it 3 laps to go when they come to the stripe. Brian Chew, Robert Richards, Tyler Dittmer, Nate Maurer, the first man of the championship, 6 behind LaBeouf, along with Tribune, White, Stiers, Peacock, Meza top 10, and at least 8 drivers trying to run down Doucette and LaBeouf at the line with 3 to go.
As we come roaring across the front stretch, throw up those 3s. Rest in peace to Dale Earnhardt, because we have 3 laps to go in this championship race. 3 laps to decide a champion. It looks as though the Bayou man himself, Brady LaBeouf, has it wrapped up, but anything could happen as we come off of 2.
Oh, the jambalaya's got to be ready to sizzle up in Louisiana and get the hot sauce ready too, Brady. Down the back straightaway. He's doing everything he needs to do to prepare for a crawfish daddy party tonight in Louisiana. Brady LaBeouf, though, working off turn number 4. Looking to see 2 to go. 4 miles left at Auto Club out of 4.
What a sight it is off of 4. Joey Doucette in the 16, trailing the 24, the boss man himself of Brady LaBeouf. We talked about all the things the 16's gone through with the loss of his mom this past week. Disconnected in this race. Unfortunately, out of championship contention. He'll trail the boss man down the backstretch here, pushing him along to a championship victory as we enter into 3.
He'll be coming to the Darren's Nail Gun Repair White Flag, final time of the season, 4 laps down. Joey Doucette, though a teammate with Mission 1 Esports, Brady LaBeouf, he is the wingman. Maverick and Goose for Nazareth, working off turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go for the race, for the season, for the championship. LaBeouf leads him with a lap on the car, the bottom into 1.
Only 1 win this season, and it came at South Beach, Miami. It gives him some good luck, but the Bayou man will let the Joker go to the high side as they'll go side by side down the backstretch. We're witnessing something magical. Here's Joey Doucette in his 16. Will take us across the start-finish line as it looks as though Brady LaBeouf will win this championship.
That's exactly what he's doing, paying homage and respect to the fallen Robin Doucette, Joey's mom. Joey will be the first man to see the checkered flag go 4 laps down, and Brady LaBeouf will win the championship and the race in the ButtKicker 250. Teammates for Mission 1 Esports, what could be more fitting? What could be more special? Brady LaBeouf could have said, no, man, I want to be the first guy to cross the line. That was nothing but teammates and respect for all that Joey Doucette has been through, that the Doucette family has been through, to say, hey, man, your truck crossed the line first. You helped me win this race. Brady LaBeouf is the champion. Wow.
What an absolute sight as the 16 machine took the field across the start-finish line for that checkered flag. It is the 24 machine, the boss man here at Nazareth, claiming the Season 2 championship. And Wesley, I talked to this 24. He said the championship is everything. He said this is why they grinded out Monday night for 25 weeks. His family supports him a lot to allow him to have this unique hobby, especially with this competition this season. It would mean the world to knock off guys like Joey Doucette, Hunter Parsons, Nathan Maurer, Justin White, Lance Miller, and he does exactly just that here tonight at Auto Club.
From Yuma, Louisiana, the NRE Power Systems Mission 1 Esports number 24 champion for the final race here at Auto Club. As William mentioned, his second win of the year. Unison to what he did at Homestead, Miami, another precision banking racetrack. The strategy, the boldness to be there at the end, and I just have mad respects for him and the entire Nazareth family. Though multiple laps down, William Tiller, letting the Robin Doucette tribute throwback truck of Joey Doucette get up in front and be the first man to cross the line on the checkered flag. That is just mad respects and love by everybody, especially teammates Brady LaBeouf and Joey Doucette. What a moment. That's something we'll never forget in iRacing history.
Absolutely not. And we have to go back and look at that consolation bracket as well, because I believe it could be Ed Osborne or Taylor Peacock, great buddies of the 16 machine of Joey Doucette, that could be possibly taking home the consolation prize in this race.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the results for the final event of the year, the ButtKicker 250 here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network from the Virtual Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. Brady LaBeouf is your champion. He is the winner, second win of the year. He wins the race over Robert Richards. How about it for the Gaffney, South Carolina man? We'll grab a word with him. He'll finish in second. Tyler Dittmer, third for the regular season champ, Nate Bauer. Fourth, Brian Chu, your top five. Kerry Tribune, Joey Stiers, Justin White, Raul Meza, Taylor Peacock, your top 10. Right now, all of this going on. Of course, 11th is Ed Osborne. Jason Morales is 12th. Adam Newton 13th, Steve Barnett is 14th, Hunter Parsons 15th, Jeffrey Johnson is 16th, Dan Hagan, Blake Lothian, Talladega winner right now, William Tiller, your top 18.
Yeah, looking there past the 43 truck of Blake Lothian with Tyler Daniels finishing 19th. Lance Miller, incredible season for that 21 machine, just not going to be the race. He's going to finish in the 20th spot. Probably Wesley, his worst run of the season for that 21. Great season, though, living the high life as always. Brendan Bullock in that 17 will finish 21st. Tim Hammond, 22nd. Chris Kynes, 23rd. Joey Doucette, the Joker, the man we all love here. Prayers, everything to the 16. Of course, we have that 16 strong QR code if you feel the need to help out the Doucette family. As Wesley mentioned with that one event last night, we've already reached the halfway mark of the goal that family needs. Let's go ahead and push them all the way through, take all the stress of everything that they have going on here tonight. Again, hats off to the 16 for an incredible season. The Joker is going to come up short here tonight. As Wesley mentioned, that shot of the 16 taking us across the field will always be a memory we remember. Adam Newbert, last year's champion, will finish in that 26th position. Zach Hartwick and Gary Bergeron will round out our field.
That's the way it goes. And, of course, big thanks to Sim Racer Hub, Surf Pro Caution. Thanks also to the Glass Mechanic for the stage. All of the sponsors to make it happen. Darren's Nail Gun Repair for the white flag lap of the race. And, boy, oh, boy, let's grab the champion, get his thoughts Obviously, first, let's do a countdown. We're going to go down from 3, 2, 1. First up, it's going to be Tyler Dittmer. Tyler, regular season champion. You'll settle for third tonight. Winner is stage number 1. What a eventful stage number 1. What an eventful race, man. And obviously, a lot of emotion, a lot of things going on to the Nazareth family down the stretch. But your take on the year, and obviously take a few weeks off, reset, and go back at it again.
Yeah, the year was great, honestly, and I want to say huge congrats to Brady for one, winning the race and winning the championship, right? He was the best truck all night by far. Good move by Robbie there to block me there at the end for a second. He made a clean block. I have no problem with him, and I already talked about it. We understand what we were going for, 7th and 8th in points, right? So a good run there by Robbie. Great run by Brian Chu. Just hits the wall off of 4, allows me to kind of sneak in for a podium spot. Really good runs all around. I feel bad for Joe. He had that internet issue that put him a lap down or 2 laps down or whatever it was. So I do feel bad for Joey. But all in all, a solid season. There's some things I think as a league and as really a driver myself too, we need to clean up on. Hopefully the short track racing gets better next season. I'd like to see that. But I mean, this was a very, very solid second season. The boss man gets the title, so that's always good, right?
And Tyler, as we're joined with you here, third place finish in this race, let's talk about this incredible race here at Auto Club. Just a few cautions. Did you feel the championship energy since the drop of the green flag?
Yes and no. You did because certain drivers raced other championship drivers who weren't in the Champ 6 with a lot of respect, right? Certain guys raced, like Blake Lothian was super respectful all night long. I thought I was pretty respectful with all the Champ guys all night long. I wasn't, roughing them up any stretch of the imagination. If I got side by side, I gave them room. At the same time, going to a track that is so draft dependent and requires, just once you get behind someone, it's a huge deal, but also so aero dependent. It's not great racing, in my opinion. I mean, it probably looked great in the broadcast. It's great, honestly, for the first 20 laps of a run. But after that, it's hard. I would like to see the championship race go to a Charlotte or I don't know, maybe an old Atlanta like it is on the Friday night series. Just a mile and a half where tires do matter, like they did here. Tires did matter, but you're not reliant on a draft pulling you along on the straightaway in order to do something. And that kind of was frustrating for a lot of guys. A lot of guys did really well. Brian Chu came out of nowhere late in both those runs in the third stage. A lot of guys struggle with it. Like I struggled for a while, and then I think I found something the last 5 laps, closed back up, and was able to get third. But I don't love the style of racing that Auto Club produces with the trucks here on iRacing. I wish the trucks were a little bit more free, and we weren't so dependent on the draft.
Well, I think obviously to each their own, I guess, Tyler, would be the nice way of saying it, because I would say the broadcaster side of you would say that you like the race because it's highly entertaining. But as far as on the driver's side, it's definitely got to be chaotic and a headache, right?
Well, yeah, it is definitely. I think from the driver's side, it's unfortunate, right? Versus, how entertaining things are. And I haven't gone back, and I don't think the results are up yet for the, I don't have the results on iRacing yet, but I would say I want to go back and look at, how many different leaders we actually had, right? Adam Newton-Leb, that was because of a strategy call. Really, I'm pretty sure it was just Brady, myself, and maybe Parsons for a little bit. And it was hard to pass the leader. I mean, you saw once one of them got around, you could not pass the leader again, just because you got so aero dependent in the corner. So frustrating for sure. But I thought, it still was a very great race. A huge shout out to Brady pulling away. I mean, he put in a lot of effort. I know he was in the sim, 1,000+ laps this past week. So he deserves it. He ran a heck of a race.
Well, Tyler, we'll let you go, man. As always, thanks for your time, and we'll see you in a few weeks when we get ready for season number 3 of the DSR Electric Nazareth Truck Series on Monday night.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to shout out Highline Racing, Jason Morales, for bringing me on board, winning that team championship. Officially locked it up last week at Talladega. I have a huge shout out to that team for putting together solid finishes. I'm proud of what we put together throughout the season. Everyone gets a win except for, Morales. Got to give him a hard time, but huge shout out to the Glass Mechanic, Mr. Morales out there in the Arizona area for all your bathroom doors and window needs. Call the Glass Mechanic and they'll get you hooked up. Huge shout out to my mom. She's been on my truck the last few weeks, breast cancer awareness. She's a breast cancer survivor. And huge shout out to my wife, Taryn. She's the support, the rock. She allows me to do this, and she just absolutely supports me in everything I do. I love her to death, and it makes it fun when she gets as invested into it as I do. And thank you guys in the booth, and thanks to simracehub.com, and then thanks to DSR Electrical coming on board next year. Huge shout out to Dan Gobbles. Just awesome, and again, congrats to Brady.
Tyler Dittmer, inaugural broadcaster for NASRA in the booth last year. This season, he put me in the play-by-play chair along with William Tiller, and he decided he wanted to race more. And obviously, regular season champion, strong way to end the year with a top 3 podium here tonight at the Auto Club Speedway. The driver now from South Carolina. Let's go to the runner-up of the race here tonight as we await the champion interview and the winner interview. That's Tyler Dittmer. Let's bring in now, of course, Robbie Richards. Robbie Richards, man, always great catching up with you, whether I see you at the racetrack at Gaffney or whether it's here in person or on the NASRA World. What a good run here tonight. Somehow, some way, being able to be strategy-wise to come up with a second-place finish, sir. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You're taking this race and what it took to be there at the end.
Yeah, so I don't really know how I ended up back up front. I know after stage 1, I don't know what I was thinking. I was looking at the fuel. I was thinking, all right, I could save enough to make it just one more stop. And turns out I was doing the whole calculation wrong in my head. So I practically just wasted a whole set of tires, just trying to save fuel. So it put me in the back, and then I got up, through the field, just racing through the field, picking them off one by one as we went. And I was able, before the last pit stops we made, I was able to gain 2-second place. I didn't quite get the lead, but I waited a couple more laps after Brady and them pitted, so I have a little bit fresher tires than them. And just after that, I was just trying to pretty much just maintain, catch the leaders, and then pretty much just see who I was around with, fighting for the I guess you could say seventh place on back. It was Brian Shue and Tyler Dittmer. They're never an easy battle with them, obviously. So just wanted to kind of keep them within range and trying to somewhat help Nate if I could, but it just got to a point where it was time to go, so I had to go, and here we are, ended up in second.
And Robbie, we talked about drivers coming into this race that may not have been racing for the consolation prize and may not have been racing for that championship. Robbie, you found yourself in that middle. Did you find maybe tonight was the most stress-free race of the entire season where you didn't have to worry about any of those points or championship things?
Coming into it, that's exactly how I looked. I was like, guys, I'm not racing for anything. I was like, but I like to win. I'd like to have the win. If not, but coming into it, yes, I would say that. But then towards the middle of the race and getting on, coming through the race, I was like, I have a chance to, be the next person. I guess you could say seventh. Well, we'll just say seventh. Coming out of first person out of the final 6, and making the best of the season as I could. I got eliminated fairly early due to not being able to make a race, and then the following week I ended up getting wrecked. So it put me in a bind, and I was in the must win, and obviously we didn't get the win. But just basically turning it around and being able to, I think I was like 14th or 15th coming into the race as points, and coming out 7th. I mean, can't really complain with that. So Auto Club, I'm not very good here, but I did learn some things tonight, running behind some of these guys, and just took it and ran with it.
Hey, I will say this, though, close this in thanking your sponsors as well and Segway. Man, this is going to be a great way to end the season to prepare for season 3 coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We still got Friday nights as well. Take the momentum going into there. Playoffs are starting on Friday nights. So, coming up to season 3 or next season, we'll say next season. I can't keep up with it no more. But we'll say next season, in the Monday Night Series, there's going to be a whole bunch of changes in teams wise. I'll be on a different team. All my guys are going to be on a different team. So, huge congratulations to Brady for winning the points. He put a lot of work and time into it. He deserves it. I want to thank you guys here at Nazareth 360. Love having you guys broadcast our races, man. I want to thank um, everybody who puts this on. Um, I didn't get to thank you guys last night for donating y'all's time for Joey. So I want to thank you guys for that as well. I know it was last night and stuff, but it's really special to Joey that we was able to put that on, and it's even more special that y'all was able to donate y'all's time and help us out. So thank you guys.
Man, you
for that
guys
as
are all
well.
very welcome. You definitely are. And the thing is, and I've said this for years, and I'll say it again. I'm sure that William can probably attest to this as well. When you get to working like with what I do in real life with racing, whether touring series or with a broadcast crew or a network or whoever it is, you build relationships, you build friendships along the way. You get to know these people. You're staying with them at the hotel rooms. You're whining and dining with them at the bars or the restaurants or on pit road. The drivers when they come in and they unload the haulers and the teams. Well, the same can be said about the virtual world with the guys at NASRA. You build relationships with you guys. Me and you met each other at Cherokee Speedway back during the summer, Robert, and before the big storm hit, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just when. And I think we said this last night. When we're all excited and happy and enjoying what's going on and jubilation's happening, we're all in this together. But when we're hurting, when somebody that we know, a part of our family, has had a loss or a death or going through something personal, we all come together. You check your egos at the door. You look at what this guy's doing different, where he's winning, and this guy's not doing well, and you look at the benefit of the common good. And it makes me realize that there's still great people in the world, even if it's just cutting on a computer or Discord or a NASRA server to find it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've raced Joey. I raced with Joey, for a fairly long time now. So I mean, he's one of the guys I kind of pretty much started this whole thing with, and to have have him around, he's been a big help to me. I've learned from him. So yeah, just thank all you guys for what y'all do week in and week out. I know y'all could be doing 1,000 other things, but y'all truly put on a great broadcast, and I really enjoy watching it. So.
Adam Flieger, also a phenomenal job of the production, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's, of course, the man out of Gaffney, South Carolina, Robert Richards. He will settle for the number 2 position. And now we enshrine the champion of season number 2, the boss of NASRA from Yuma, Louisiana, Brady LaBeouf. Congratulations. You are the winner of the race, and your second win of the year is this event in the ButtKicker 250, but most importantly, the highest finisher in the Championship 6. You went to the points lead after last week at Talladega. You hold on to the points lead, and you are the champion of Season 2 of the NASRA Sim Racer Hub Truck Series. Congratulations, race winner and champion.
Thank you, Wesley. Man, it's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty surreal just to everybody coming in here and congratulate me in the waiting room. Before I get to talking to you guys, man, it was a grueling race for sure. I mean, it didn't matter, who was leading or whatnot. If somebody got a run behind you, it seemed like who was ever working with who and drafting and whatnot played a big role tonight. And at the end of the day, it just you needed help, you needed friends. But it was a great race overall.
Brady, I gotta once again say huge congratulations. You're the boss man here at NASRA. Everything kind of flows through you. Brady, we talked about this before the race here tonight, what all this meant to you. And looking back at it, you were in that championship 4 last season. So you're looking at maybe a combined 50 weeks almost of time spent trying to get to this point here, Brady. Almost an entire calendar year. You're a champion, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Will. Man, that's 50 weeks for you guys too. Y'all been on this journey with me, for a year now, like you said, and last season, I should say, we honored Adam Newbert tonight. It's good to have him back on the track before we went green. So it's losing the championship to him at Chicagoland really bothered me for a whole season. So I'm glad that this kind of makes up for it. Was able to come out on top tonight, and it feels great, guys.
Got to ask you this question. What was the insight of you backing away and letting Joey Doucette take the front, coming to the line to the checkered flag for Brady?
Oh man, Joey and I have been working together. He races for me on Fridays at Mission One Esports. He raced on a different team because he's got sponsor obligations on Monday, so we can't race together. But man, it just whenever I looked up in the mirror and I was like, Joey, is that you? Because I thought he dropped internet. His internet acted up, so he had to disconnect and re-upload. I said, is that you? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, come on, push me, because you need drafting help here.
Right.
And so he was pushing me, and then I didn't get through 1 and 2 pretty good on that last lap. So he was like, hey, I got to go. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, go. So then I just kind of sucked up behind him, and it helped me out lap times. It helped out. It didn't really help out with the aero push being behind him. I was kind of scared going through 3 and 4, but I didn't have to really push it too hard at that point. I think I had like a 8/10 of a second lead on, I think, whoever, Brian Chu, Robbie Richards, whoever it was. So kind of took it easy, made sure I got through that turn, and just kind of coasted it home.
William
Brady.
Tiller, you have another question for the champion, Brady LaBeouf?
Yeah, as we're speaking with the champion of Brady LaBeouf here, looking back on this season, everything that occurred, the championship 6, I think Wesley's asked this question a few times now. You're the champion. You're going to have that target on your back. You're officially going to be deemed the season 2 champion in the books. What's season 3 going to look like here? Now going to be the DSR Electric Truck Series.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate SimRacerHub.com for helping us out, getting this thing going for the first 2 seasons. And Dan Gobble, came to me a couple of weeks ago and wanted to be a title sponsor. So we're actually gonna change it to the DSR Electric Truck Series next season, and then move Sim Racer Hub Xfinity Series down to Tuesday nights. Try to get that going. Some more information is going to come about that, but yeah, man, just everybody that helps and plays a part in this thing. It's not just me. I might be the manager of this thing and kind of make sure day to day everything kind of goes smooth and whatnot. The drivers have the information. Everybody's kind of taken care of on payouts and penalties and all that. But I don't really look at myself as an owner, just a manager. And it just I thank you guys, you, Adam, Wesley, for kind of sticking it out and grueling it with us through these first 2 seasons, and hope we'll have y'all back for season 3.
Ain't going nowhere. When does season 3 fire up, by the way, Joey? Have you kind of had an idea of putting together the, if you will, scheduling and the dates and all that stuff of when it will fire up again?
Yeah, we're gonna actually have a town hall meeting next Monday. I'm gonna get with Adam. We're gonna broadcast the race next week, but it's just gonna be a little practice race, just to get the new guys familiar with how we do things here at Nazareth. I want to make sure they understand the rules and kind of understand the Discord as they're coming in, so they don't have to ask a million questions throughout the season. They kind of have everything right then and there. I'm going to have to shut down the entry list because I got told today, I think I got 2 more full-time drivers coming in. I think we got like 48 full-time drivers coming in for season 3. So yeah, and that's not even including the part-timers. I think we're going to have like 70 guys on the entry list total. So it should be a great season 3. The goal is to always make them better. Season 1, exceeded expectations. Season 2 went above and beyond. So I can only imagine what season 3 is going to bring.
You might have to start doing an Nazareth charter, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, by the way, before I let you go and you thank all your sponsors, is it Huma, Louisiana? Is the O silent, so it's Huma, Louisiana?
It's Homa. Homa,
Homa. So the U is
like
silent.
like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Homa.
Homa. Yeah, Homa. I said Huma. I'm
Homa,
sorry.
Louisiana.
Homa,
Oh, you're good.
Louisiana. There you go. Thank your sponsors, Brady, and congratulations. And I know there'll be some catfish and Louisiana jambalaya and more for the party tonight, right? We're going to your place.
Absolutely. Y'all come on over. First and foremost, I have to thank my wife, my kids. They let me come out here and do this every Monday night. They support me doing it. They come running in the room whenever I cross the checkered flag. I think they were more excited than I was because they know how much time I put into this race and in the season. So, when you work so hard for something, it's good to see it pay off. So thank you to my wife, Brittany, my kids, Liam and Brady Jr. Second of all, I got to thank, my executives, Cody Knott, Adam Newbert, Jeff Sickles, Jason Morales, Huck Wigginton. Those guys, help me out, keep me straight, come up with ideas to expand the league and whatnot. The board of directors, the appeals panel, Nazareth 360 Racing Network, Adam Flieger, Wesley Outland, Will Tiller, Jacob Reeves, Dean Hopkins, all those guys that produce and announce with us. We appreciate them so much. All the drivers, really. The drivers, that came up. We had 26 tonight. Still a great showing for, championship race. I think we averaged 30.8 drivers per race this season. So it's definitely a team effort. It's not just me. NRE Power Systems for coming on board, riding with me this season. All our sponsors, DSR Electric, Blanchard's Towing, Glass Mechanic, Pulse Poppers, just everybody that kind of helps us out, cops, everything they do on that Friday night series for us. And my teammates at Mission One Esports, the team kind of fell apart. We're gonna come back with a fresh team next season. Can't wait to get those guys. So everybody at Mission One Esports that races with me Monday nights, Friday nights, can't thank them enough. Adam Newton has become a buddy here lately, and he helped me out a lot. The guys at Misfits Motorsports for racing with me the past 5 weeks when they see me by myself in the Discord channel because I really didn't have nobody to race with. They come on board and kind of helped Zach, Ed, and most of all, Tim Hammond, who races with me tonight. And I got to give a huge shout out to Joey Doucette. I mean, yeah, he helped me there at the end of the draft. That's what, friends and teammates are supposed to do. So he helped me out. He's the, one of the main reasons why I won tonight. He's been testing with me all week long. We've shared information all week long. And I got better tonight because of Joey. So shout out to Joey and everything that he's got going on. Praying for him every day. And love you, buddy.
From Homa, Louisiana, it is the driver of the number 24 NRE Power Systems machine for Mission One Esports, Brady LaBeouf. Second win on the year, Season 2 champion for the Nazareth Sim Racer Hub. Now the DSR Electric Truck Series, as that era will begin next Monday night, right, Brady? Where are we going to be at next Monday night, by the way? What race are we broadcasting?
We're going to Talladega Super Speedway, man.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm there. William, I know you'll be there. Talladega was fun last night. Brady, real quickly, too, I know we didn't talk to you, but, man, how special was that to do what we done for the Robin Doucette family yesterday? And, of course, Ed Osborne winning that event. That was a race that was filled with a lot of emotion. But definitely, those are the things that we talk about that we love doing for people on our racing family.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Taylor Peacock for putting that event on. He's a big Nazar driver. He does his own thing on Sundays, and he uses the channel to get drivers in there. And so we always want to support Taylor's League whenever we can. I know they're running another race this Sunday, I believe. So check out Straight Cash Money Discord if you want to race Super Speedway racing on with Taylor Peacock and those boys. But yeah, I mean, a great showing. I think all in all, it's starting to come out the numbers. We raised $2,300 between last night and today, between the donations for Joey's mom, who recently passed away. So yeah, I mean, we're still getting donations, and I mean, the guys at Nazareth, they came out, they showed out, won the race, donated the money back to Joey and his family. So, yeah, $2,300 to raise in a night. I mean, that's something to be proud of. So we're very proud of that, and very happy that we can at least,
especially in 3 days,
yeah,
to put it together in
yeah,
3 days and do something like that.
yeah.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really, the money's the small piece about it. It's about giving comfort to that family who's going through a lot and everything. So I know they're stressing about that. So hopefully we gave them a little less stress last night and today.
In our thoughts and prayers, no doubt. Brady, enjoy the moment. Thanks for what you do for the whole NASCAR racing family, and congratulations.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys.
No doubt about it. Again, Brady LaBeouf from Houma, Louisiana, champion, and of course, for the Sim Racer Hub Truck Series Season 2, second win of the year at Homestead, and of course, when it wraps up tonight at Auto Club. And William Tiller, what off season? We're right back in the booth next Monday night.
Yes, sir. Right back at it. It is a time for reflection, though, Wesley, here in season number 2.
Yes.
What a season it was. I mean, we watched Tyler Dittmer in that 34 have an incredible run. A lot of wins by Nathan Maurer. Blake Lothian in that 43 truck, although he's part-time. He won a bunch of races this season. Photo finishes. We had overtime races week after week. I mean, we had rivalries in this series, Wesley. This season has just been absolutely incredible. I think we had the right championship 6. All those guys battled it out to the very, very end. They all stayed inside the top 10 all race long. It's just an incredible blast to be here. I don't think I could pick anywhere else to be on a Monday night here, Wesley, than calling these races. Incredible season, incredible victory, incredible championship out of the 24.
Well, we must have been doing something right, because they've asked us to be back in the play-by-play booth for next year as well for the broadcast. Adam Flieger, I don't know if he could chime in and talk, because I know that man's got a lot going on. We had some technical issues tonight, but we all stuck it out. We figured it out. We got him back on the air, and not getting stressed out. Everybody came together. We worked it out. We got back live on the air to finish this race, to see the Definitely story. And Adam Flieger, you've been behind the scenes many a times. You've chimed in for commentary if need be. But, man, I'll tell you, it's amazing how fast this season's flew by. 23 weeks are gone. And now we literally reset for the DSR Electric Truck Series in season number 3. And the recruitment races beginning next Monday night in Talladega. That'll be fun.
Oh, it definitely should be. And I think we had a week off last season, and apparently Brady goes, well, you don't get an off season this year.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, but Adam, let everybody know, though, what it's like to do what you do, because honestly, you make me and Will's job easy, because you bring the excitement of what you show in the video production to make us call what happens.
Oh, it can get stressful here. Like tonight, we started off strong, and then all of a sudden, our technical issues just froze everything, locked everything up, and we ended up with a still screen for a while. But we got it back rolling, brought you guys the action, and it's something to try to bring this action to the viewers every week.
Certainly is, man. Thanks, and we look forward to working with you again, Talladega, next week for the recruitment race in preparation for season number 3 of the DSR Electric NASCAR Truck Series. William Tiller from down in Florida. Love you, brother. Always fun working with you, my friend. Definitely, we've grown in the last couple of months working together, and definitely you're a dynamite iRacing broadcaster, and your final take of this season, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Wesley, and same goes to you as well. You are essentially the Jedi Master of this commentating thing. It's just learning whatever I can from you week in and week out here on these broadcasts. And Wesley, also need to shout out Taylor Peacock in that 81. He takes home that 21st position that pays out $150 to the 81 machine. So as you guys said, there's not any time here. We'll be right back here on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get to listen to our wonderful voices. You'll get to watch and hear the sights and sounds of Adam Flieger. It's going to be an incredible season 3. Once again, congratulations to the boss man, Brady LaBeouf.
Keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers. By the way, before we go off the air one last time, hit that QR code, hashtag 16 strong. Keep Joey Doucette in the family in your thoughts and prayers. Friends that knew the passing of Robin Doucette. And, of course, Godspeed to her family, everyone so much. We thank you. The Nazareth Sim Racer Hub Truck Series has been brought to you by Sim Racer Hub. Next year, DSR Electric. And, of course, thanks also to sponsors including Serve Pro, the Glass Mechanic for Stage 2, Darren's Nail Gun Repair for the White Flag Lap. Hopefully they'll all be returning. Will be returning. Houma, Louisiana's Brady LaBeouf, winner of the battle and the war, here in the ButtKicker 250 at Auto Club Speedway. For Adam Flieger, for TJ Moore, the race director, for Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, everybody behind Nazareth, for William Tiller. This is Wesley Outland. We'll see you for the recruitment race and Season 3 forthcoming for the Nazareth 360 Racing Network with the new Nazareth DSR Electric Series. Good night.